Hi everybody, it's Kaya. So I wanted to talk about firstly this clip and explain this clip of my argument with the guy I had dated. Um he became very abusive pretty quickly. I didn't pay attention to the red flags. He wanted to get married and have a baby pretty much right away. Um I'm 34 years old, so of course I'm like kind of listening, my time clock's ticking. I don't have kids yet, and I really fell in love with this man. I did. I had found him to be attractive by the fact that he was different than other guys. I felt like okay, well he's he would juggle, so he's a juggler, and I thought okay, well that's sweet, like cuz not many people will do something kind of different or not worry about what people think, but later on as his true colors showed, he did show that he cared about what people thought. Now, this clip, everything that occurred here, so basically, I had tried to leave the relationship a few times, several times. I had tried to leave, um, due to the fact that there were a lot of problems here. I did not know that I was dealing with a narcissist. Um, he was not someone who kept cleaning. Like cleaning was like beneath him. That was beneath him because his juggling was more important. Um, there were other red flags that I did not pay attention to, as in like the fact that okay, went to his mom's house. His mom doesn't even let him have a key to the house. He's not allowed over there without her being there. Just so many red flags that I should have paid attention to. Also the fact that he had cut his ex-wife's hair. He had domestic violence. He has domestic violence charges and all that kind of stuff. Um, now, during our relationship, it got to be where it was like he wanted to support me. He wanted to help me. He was trying to financially help me financially. I'm on SSI disability. I have fibromyalgia. Um, I have some other stuff going on, so I've had that for a while, and I guess that was something he wanted. So basically, the main thing he wanted this to be was a marriage, and it wasn't really a marriage. Like it's after a week, I know you all of a sudden we're like married. All of a sudden, like, oh, let's get a joint bank account. Let's get this. Let's get that all set together, and it all just did not even make any sense. It didn't make any sense to me at all. It didn't. It was like okay, this doesn't even add up. Um, the abuse, I already could tell that there was a lot that were like he was taking up a lot of my time, affecting my sleep, just all the classic kind of signs. And I kind of thought, yeah, something here really is off. Something is off here, and I probably, should leave. And that's why I tried to leave several times, but he had actually went as far as to have people stalk me every time that I tried to leave, and then it would be like, come back to me and this will stop. This stalking will stop. This gang stalking will stop, and just come back. And it would stop when I was with him, but I would be dealing with abuse, where this was like basically keeping me isolated, wanting to keep me inside all day. And it just was like I just don't function like that. I just can't stay inside all day. That's just not who I am. He started increasingly getting more and more jealous. Um, jealous of just anything. Like just jealous of if I asked at the gas station about getting a loyalty card, like why are you asking those questions? Like really got really possessive and jealous. Um, even to the point where he said I had mentioned that there was a possibility that if I was to get a nose piercing, I could get a scar because my skin overhealed. So I have a keloid here. This is where skin overhealed, where I had chicken pox and I scratched it as a kid. And he's like, well, I would actually kind of not mind that because then no other man would steal you from me. And I'm just like, okay, this is just so crazy. So I realized that I was with another narcissist, This was definitely a narcissistic relationship. I realized that, the whole not showering thing, the whole like, it would be laundry would create a fight. Just doing laundry, just wanting to have clean sheets. It's like, I don't sleep on dirty sheets. I don't like dirt. I don't like filth. I don't like that. His hands would be dirty many times. And I should have known. I should have definitely known. Now, I had it where it was starting to just get to be too much for me, mentally, physically, just everything. I wanted to have my life back. So I had wanted to go out to eat. All I wanted to do was just go to Applebee's, go to happy hour, have a nice drink, and eat some food, right? So basically it got to the point where, first of all, he didn't really take me out that much anyways. I mean, we didn't really go out much. He's kind of like pretty antisocial like. He doesn't like bars, doesn't like going out anywhere, or like, I don't like bars either, but occasionally I like to go and get something to eat, go out, do something fun, like, hey, let's go bowling, or hey, let's go, do something fun, or whatever it may be. He made this whole experience hell for me, trying to just have dinner at Applebee's. And I got flustered. It was just at a point where it's just like constantly, he was just in my ear. He was rushing me to drink my drink, really, really harassing me on being in the restaurant, although he didn't even want to go in. He didn't want to eat at all anyways. And that had showed me that, okay, this really isn't a relationship at all. This just is not a relationship. He doesn't see me as anything. If he can't even take the time to, first of all, this was where things started to break down to where his finances are not right. He makes $800 a week and works in oil. I get $800 a month. And his money isn't right, which does not make any sense. Like, all his money's gone. So then it's like, oh, hey, can you loan me $40? Like, oh, all of a sudden I got to pick up for him. And it's like, okay. And then I try to have my dinner. It was made a nightmare. So after that, I was so stressed out, so upset. The fact I just was like, you know what, just pack my food up. I hadn't even ate for a few days anyways, because it was just constant, just him just arguing with me. He would make me just completely lose my appetite. He would really make me just want to just not even eat anymore at all anyways. So, well, I had met somebody in Fort Collins. And I decided that I was going to go and I was going to leave and I was going to go talk to them, spend time with them. And that's where this whole big thing happened. I had broke up, actually. I had ended the relationship. And I had went to Fort Collins. And yes, I did hang out with another guy. I did. And I guess that he felt he was not done with me. He felt that the relationship was not over. But I take it as, if I had ended it, even if it is like a break, still, it's over. It's over and it had ended. So basically, I see this other guy, and also I've cheated on him. I've cheated on him. Is what it all, and it's all about. I've cheated on him, I'm cheating on him. He was also getting jealous about me just going to the Rocky Mountain Arsenal, which is just a park, thinking that I was there having sex with other men. So yes, I did end up having intimate time with this other man. I did end up bringing his sex toy, which was actually, so I had pegged him, and I had pegged the other guy as well. They both were into being pegged and dominated by a female. And I had actually felt more comfortable with the other guy, because the fact that the guy that I had been dating for a while, it's like he was so disorganized, could not pay attention. I mean, couldn't pay attention for like 2 seconds. He brought me lingerie, sexy lingerie. I couldn't even wear it for him because of the fact that, like, okay, if we would go even get a hotel, it's like he's out doing all this other, it's just like he's all over the place. He's got to juggle here. He's got to do all this different shit instead of, like, taking the time to spend with me, taking time to listen to me. And